This curated list will showcase the best free games available across various platforms. Whether you're a casual player or a devoted gamer, get ready to discover thrilling and entertaining experiences without spending a dime. Let's explore the top 10 free-to-play games that you can enjoy at this moment. Few action RPGs ever transcend the status of, well, this is good to play if you're tired of Diablo, but Path of Exile is one of them. Even if it wasn't free-to-play, it would still be a remarkable game, refining several of the genre's sticking points while allowing for a dizzying degree of customization through a huge talent tree cloud and skill-altering gems. Naturally, it's great to play with friends too, and much easier to convince them to join you with no upfront cost. Don't feel bad about looking up guides, since all the customization options can be a bit overwhelming. You can't play all of Destiny 2 for free, but you can play a sizable sampling of the game's older content. Yeah, it's a little confusing ferreting out which parts of the game are available for all players in Destiny 2 New Light, and which parts you have to purchase extra passes to play. But don't let that stop you from trying it, because Destiny 2 is still some of the finest shooting action you can experience today, and New Light gives you a ton of it. You can play through missions in single-player or co-op, you can do all the Crucible PvP activities, you can explore vast open-world patrol sectors. You'll need to pay up to stay current with all the current endgame activities and gear. But by then, you'll already have put dozens of hours into the game. Enjoy the thrill of Super Smash Bros? Then, you're bound to relish the gaming experience of Brawlhalla. While it might not flaunt the familiar lineup found in Nintendo's cherished fighting game, it shares a similarly uncomplicated approach to competitive action, catering to both casual enthusiasts and hardcore competitors alike, not to mention its accommodating business model. Every player gains entry to a revolving array of 6 characters at no cost, with the option to acquire more through microtransactions or by utilizing in-game currency. Even if you've never played other co-op monster hunting games like the Monster Hunter series, Dauntless is easily the best way to get started. It uses the same core loop of taking down giant monsters, then using their parts to make gear for taking down even giant air monsters. But it makes it all much more approachable with systems that are easy to grasp and an effortless online multiplayer experience. Mastering each different weapon style feels like playing a different game, each with their own unique quirks to master. A hammer that doubles as a jetpack, complete with an active reload mechanic, is a particular favorite. Best of all, seamless crossplay means you can hunt with your friends no matter the platform, making this an easy pick for the best free games. This superpowered shooter from the creators of League of Legends infuses Overwatch-inspired heroes with big powers and even bigger personalities into Counter-Strike-inspired multiplayer. Watching your corners and knowing the map is just as important as picking the perfect moment to unleash superpowered hell on the enemy team. You'll have instant access to a selection of Valorant's heroes as soon as you start playing, and you can unlock more either by finishing their contracts or by paying for one-time microtransactions. Then there are all the cosmetics, but you can always stick to basics and just enjoy the hardcore shooting action for free.
Come on!
Whether you're a fan of the Final Fantasy series, a former WoW fiend looking for your next hobby, or just an appreciator of great storytelling and fascinating worlds, you owe it to yourself to check out Final Fantasy XIV. The entire game isn't free to play, but Final Fantasy XIV offers both its original A Realm Reborn content and its first expansion together in one free trial with minimal restrictions. That includes no time limit or subscription requirements, so you can spend as long as you like savoring the story. Just don't blame us if you're scrambling for your credit card as soon as you finish the trial content. However many dozens of hours it may take you to get there. Call of Duty Warzone isn't the series' first bite at the Battle Royale apple, but it is its best, easily earning its spot on our list of the best free games. Though intrinsically tied first to Call of Duty Modern Warfare and then Black Ops Cold War, Warzone is playable entirely for free on its own across all supported platforms. Its main modes let you drop onto a map built from memorable Call of Duty set pieces, searching for loot and fighting alongside your friends. Loadout drops, even let you bring over your favorite gear from the standard multiplayer mode, and the Gulag gives you a chance to fight your way back into matches even after you're taken out. It's a smart, polished take on both Call of Duty and Battle Royales, though you don't need to be a fan of either to enjoy it. Apex Legends is a smooth-as-butter battle royale from the team that brought you Titanfall 2. On top of Respawn Entertainment's shooter chops, Apex Legends is also designed to modernize the genre with reduced downtime between matches and a smart respawn system for bringing back fallen squad mates. All that and its lineup of heroes, legends in the game's parlance, are some of the most colorful oddballs we've played in years, each with abilities that do enough to set them apart while keeping the focus on gunplay. You have a lot of options for battle royale games, but for fans of smooth shooting action, it doesn't get better than Apex.
Didn't your ate tell you not to stare at the sun?
A wide-open world full of beautiful vistas, tough enemies to overcome, and fun new characters to team up with have all helped instantly elevate Genshin Impact to near the top of this list. It takes the vast open spaces and elemental reactivity of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and fuses them with a smooth and satisfying combat system that's heavily inspired by anime action. The gacha elements will happily gobble up your disposable income if you have your heart set on unlocking certain characters or gear. Thankfully, you can safely ignore all that and still have hours upon hours of fun just playing through the story with your core team.
Ideal in death.
Online games lasting 5 or more years are hardly unheard of these days, but Warframe has one key difference among that venerable cadre. Its days as one of the best free games still seem to be ahead of it. The game of weird space ninjas fighting even weirder enemies just keeps growing. First, with more kinds of randomly generated corridors, then with all new open worlds to explore, and now even full-on ship-to-ship battles featuring every kind of Warframe combat. Warframe remains some of the most fun you can have in any game today. Just don't let the rough post-tutorial part, where you're still figuring out what the heck to do, turn you off before you get into the real meat. If you haven't heard of Fortnite at this point, I'm actually kind of impressed. Epic Games Battle Royale is free to play on just about everything, and it's become the start of a true cultural platform. Fortnite has become the unlikely social hub of musical performances, trailer debuts, and virtual hangouts for folks all over the world. There's also the free creative mode and the casual event hosting party royale, but Battle Royale is the beating heart of the Fortnite behemoth. If you need some help getting started in the Battle Royale, we have some Fortnite tips with your name on them.